Hello, beautiful. Welcome to my channel. I'm High Priestess and I welcome you to evolve with me. So, this reading is a pick a pile. We are looking at when is your next relationship? What is the sort of time frame for your next relationship, and will it work? Okay, so if you're interested, if you've been drawn to the thumbnail, to this reading, if you feel called to it, if it's a question you've been asking or something you're curious about, this could be your message. I'm doing 3 piles, so pick your pile 1, 2, or 3. Trust your guides, ask your guides to show you, and then the number that comes to you, that is your reading. What I sometimes do is I check the time when I'm about to watch a pick a pile. I calculate the numbers on the clock. If it's mainly 4s, then I know it's 4. If it's mainly 1s, I know it's 1s. If it's a whole lot of different numbers, I calculate them. And the number that it's reduced to, the smallest number, 1, 2, or 3, that is what I go with. So for example, if it's reduced to a 6, I divide that, then it's a 3. Okay, so just a tip. It might be something that's helpful for you. So I use my numbers, the numbers the angels give me on my time. When is your next relationship and will it work? Okay, that is what we're looking at. Beautiful. Trust your guidance system. You know all the things. If it doesn't fit, if it doesn't feel right, all of that, well, you wouldn't even be here, right? It is a pick a pile, so I suppose you've got to see. You've got to see how it all works out, but most importantly, just enjoy. Let's begin with pile 1. When will your next relationship come into your life? When will you meet your next person? Thank you, Spirit, for pile 1. Wow. Based on how your energy is right now, your next real relationship is in the next 9 years. Now, nothing is set in stone. Your energy can always shift. You can change your energy. You can come across a spiritual path or a workshop or a book, or you can have a conversation with someone that inspires you and to go down a path, and you decide to go down it, and your energy can shift, and you can bring this timeline closer. But based on the energy and where you are in your relationship with love and romance and your expectations and everything you've been through, it's going to be a long time. So when you meet this person, when you have this relationship, it's a 9 of Pentacles. It's very, very stable. Let's see, will it work? Is it going to work? When you manifest your next relationship, is it going to work? No, my dear, it's not going to. Are you avoiding relationships, or do you find yourself avoiding or sabotaging connections because you're afraid? There is some growth. I can hear a little birdie singing. That's nice. There is some growth, some strength, some shadow work that your next relationship is going to reveal to you. If I were you, I'd start doing this. If this was my spread, I would start doing some spiritual work around my relationship, my belly chakra, healing that, clearing out relationship wounds, and doing shadow work. Because what we do in our relationships when we date is every time we meet someone, we meet our divine counterpart, masculine or feminine, the part of ourselves that we are wanting to integrate in this life at the level of evolution or spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, and wisdom that our inner masculine or inner feminine is at. Then we grow a little bit. So this is why it's good not to avoid relationships, even if you get it wrong, because relationships, they do help you they fast pace your growth and expansion, and then you becoming that version of yourself that is ready for the kind of love you want. Just, it comes quicker. But if you think, I'm just going to be single until I find someone that I think is perfect, that is not going to hurt me, you're missing the point. It's about you becoming the perfect person. It's not. You're just attracting versions of yourself. Sometimes this is hard to hear, but it is the absolute truth. And the sooner you know it, the better. You can say, then you just stop wasting time. Some people are single for many years and they think they're great. No, they're not great. They just don't have anyone triggering them, so they're not growing. They've just basically made a decision, I don't want to grow. It's painful to grow. So if this was my spread, pile 1, I would recommend you contact me to start this journey, to get some spiritual guidance and coaching. Start doing sessions, start doing your work, meet with yourself, clear out what it is that is keeping you in this single energy. All right? Because this is not going to work anyway, even if you wait 9 years. It's not going to make it work. No. Whether you pick up on this in the next year or 9 years from now, you're picking up where you last left off. That's it. Same lesson. So you can do, so it's like someone that knows they've got to do their grade 12 or their degree. You doing it, starting it next year or starting it 9 years from now still means you got to grow through it. You got to study, you got to do the hard work. You're not just going to get the certificate because you're showing up 9 years from now. All right, so that's a misconception. All right, pile 1. So there you have it. If you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, get a reading about a specific area in your life, loved ones on the other side, energy reading about a particular connection, whatever, contact details are in the description box below. Let's move on to pile 2. For my pile 2s, when are they meeting their next relationship, their next person? When is their next relationship coming in? Okay, is that it? Got it. All right. You're looking at within the next 7 weeks. This is quick. So 2 months maybe? Yeah. Quick energy. You're open. And you're ready. But you're also a little bit defensive, you know. You've got a lot of people interested. They're seeing you, you're visible, but you're also a little standoffish. Anyway, it's just something I'm picking up in your energy. But you do meet someone that you feel is worth your time in the next 2 months. Will it last? Yes. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a solid one. It's going to be a solid one. It's going to challenge you. There'll be a lot of growth. This person is going to challenge you to face a lot of your fears and your stuff, and this relationship's going to offer a lot of growth, but there'll be a lot of passion and excitement, lots and lots of passion here. It might be a Leo, doesn't have to be, but it's just Leo energy here. So very exciting, very passionate. You're going to learn a lot, and this person's going to be a solid part of your life for some time, for quite some time. Whether you last forever, this is not what this reading is about. That's a different reading. So yeah, good news for you, pile 2. If you'd like to take a closer look at a particular situation in your life, I am open for readings, and I would be honored to offer you that clarity. Or you want to connect to a loved one on the other side, I do mediumship readings as well. Spirit babies, I'm a universal channel, so just so you know, you can contact me, especially if you like my energy. Let's move on, pile 3, and my style and how I read. Moving on to pile 3. Thank you, Spirit, for pile 3. What is my pile 3's next relationship? When is it coming in? When does their next person enter their lives? And will it last? Let's see. When is their next person entering their lives? Interesting. Your person's already here. You already know them. Your next relationship, you already know this person. You already know this person. I don't have to say more. You know, this is your pal. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Will it last? When you finally decide to take a leap of faith towards this, will it last? It will. It will. So, perhaps you want to look at getting clarity about this person or situation, whatever is making you hesitate or holding you back. But you already know your person. Okay? And this is meant to be. All right. So you can contact me if you'd like to get a personal reading, take a specific look or closer look at a specific situation. Whatever you choose to do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Bye now.